adventures. haven't got a menu, got stew and ale. Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door.
bear, not bear kill Asha.
Yeah, I did notice the bear and the crying child as the most recent chat entries.
As long as you're not a bear, we're cool.
Wow.
No bears allowed.
So rude.
Whoa. Yeah.
He said no racism, Althea.
Bear is a race?
Specious, very speciest of you.
Yes. No, I was telling him about your fancy bow a little bit.
It's pretty fancy, but it also kind of sucks if I use the oath and don't kill the thing that I marked my sworn enemy. And that bear definitely earned my sworn enemy. Like, fucking dropped me down to more than half my health. In like the first hit, the first stab, and I was like, oh no.
I like how this item creates a narrative for the person wielding it. That every single person you say is your sworn enemy is your sworn enemy.
No,
like,
yeah,
I have to go out and destroy this person.
Yes.
And then the next day, they have another sworn enemy.
Are you sure that's not an artifact? We should just try it and see.
No!
Yeah. Could be.
I have lots of enemies. Especially bears.
Your father was mauled by a cave bear one time.
Yeah, when he was on his way out, and that's what he got the scar from, and that's why she's got the tattoo across her eye in remembrance of we don't like bears.
Her family was murdered by a bear when she was a kid.
Except they weren't. Bears
Eaten by a bear.
Yeah, bears are constantly breaking in.
I got better.
My family got better.
You died? Yes, but I lived.
But I got better.
All right, so maybe that's Aja's fact of the week.
Yeah,
But
don't like bears.
I'll have people roll d20s while I do the recap. So last week we had the party attained the sword and set off towards the Golden Road for traveling north to the Chondath area.
Yes, I get to go last.
They were making it so that they were avoiding some danger, according to what the raccoon that Aja summoned said or gestured. And so they went east to the Golden Road, and then headed north. Right after they embarked on the road, they met up with a courier who delivered a care package to Aja, which was clearly labeled, everything inside, some arrows, potions, the straw was labeled, and the box was also labeled. It also had a smoking pipe in it. That was
I don't
also
remember that
labeled.
part.
Yeah.
It was the smoking pipe of animal something.
Pipe of smoke monsters.
That's it.
Oh, okay. I do remember that.
And then, after Aja gave a letter, or letters, plural, to the courier and asked her to deliver them up north, not to the Golden Fields that were destroyed many years ago, but to a different area nearby where her parents were staying. And though the courier was reluctant because it was a very far distance, she set off north to deliver that. And soon after, the party followed north and met up with a potion seller, who was very enthusiastic to make some sales, but didn't in fact make a sale, because
Didn't in fact show any product.
because people were too stingy with their money.
Whoa.
And, didn't want to take any risks with 10 gold amongst your hundreds. But he politely packed up, headed south, presumably to Sharmid, and party continued north. After some time, I think it was a couple days later, they were at the base of the Fire Steep Mountains, where they make really good tea. And they met up with a couple people, or actually a few people. There was a woman in sort of a lace Victorian garb. There was a bird person who was conjuring some magic, and then there was a very strange cube-like mechanical creature that was watching them perform these magic tricks. The two individuals who were performing the tricks were staying at the base of the mountain, so in the morning they could go over the mountains in one day and not have to linger overnight. And the robot was just watching. It seemed to be its one task was to observation. And after a quick discussion, you talked about where you're from, where you're going. It turns out that these people are headed to the tournament that you're going to as well, in the Chondath area, where the presumably the next artifact is located. And you said it.
Attention to the shark with legs behind the mountain.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a shark. Bit hammerheady. But then you set up camp, and Ashe kept watch for the first 4 hours. And then Aja kept watch. It seemed like the mechanical creature did not need to rest, and so it was constantly watching the Watchers. And after some discussion with the mechanical creature, there was a short, heated argument between Aja and the robot, which is named New Unit 9T-7. And it distracted Aja, and then it got sideswiped by a bear that came out of nowhere and attacked Aja, rather messing her up, and so she, in kind, messed it up. But as you were all walking away, some stuff happened. You aren't sure. You heard some noises, but you didn't see anything, so presumably nothing happened. But that's where you're at. You still have a couple hours left of your rest, and you're about 100 feet from this bear. You walked a little bit up the mountain, away from it. So it is still nighttime. You have yet to get your long rest. You still have another couple hours before you achieve that mechanically.
Elves, we got it though, right?
Well,
Mine was
I guess
interrupted.
Aja did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yours was interrupted.
Okay.
So you also have the other 3 characters with you. New Unit 90-7, Os, and Nahia. What would you like to do? Oh,
Did we hear the bear?
we didn't even do the facts.
Fun facts.
Oh geez. Let's go with Metal Skin. What is your fun fact?
Um. I don't.
Do you want to wait a little bit?
I
Think
just
about
don't
it?
know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I would. Fun fact. I don't know if it's fun fact. I would just say that it's just.
Fact.
Depressing fact?
Yep.
Sad fact.
Absolutely. I don't know. No. I would just say like he likes nature, but it's very bad. Likes animals, but they don't seem to like him back.
Okay.
That's sad.
Thief.
But he's a very imposing person.
And Aja, what do you have for us?
Let's see here. Fun fact about Aja: doesn't like bears, especially bears that show up and attack her. Just very important as a ranger to, bears are they're like your number one threat as a ranger. Just like her mom taught her, in that they will steal your stuff. If you build a thing, they will come and destroy it because they're bored and curious or whatever. They'll steal your porridge. They'll try and break into your house. Like, bears are a menace to all of Faerun.
They'll swipe your picnic baskets.
Yeah, they'll constantly.
Try out all your beds and complain about the softness level.
Yeah. So many times as a child, let's go have a picnic in the forest, and then we can't because there's bears and they show up. So then we have to run as children while mom takes care and ends the bear or whatever. Then she comes home like a few hours later with like a really nice fur pelt that she starts to tan. But bears are a menace to society.
Ends the bear.
If you go into the woods today, prepare for a big surprise.
Your chapter is over.
So I'm just gonna get ganged up by bears.
If you go into the woods today, you better be in disguise. Because in the woods, I don't remember the rest of the song. Teddy bears having
They're
a
bears.
picnic.
Their
In the
bears
woods is
lie.
Aja.
All right, so Loki, what is your fact?
Oh, well, probably Loki's most closely held secret. His middle name is Albert.
Oh dear.
Loki Albert Elkman.
Never say that.
This is strictly out of character. None of the characters know this. So
Yeah.
No,
you
none of
can't
the
bring it up in
characters
your
know
metagaming.
this. Yeah, it's no. We would never have told anyone. So unless you had some other way of finding out, you would never know. And he's not certainly going to tell anyone.
Okay.
Very cool.
Sheila.
Well, Sheila has terrible stage fright. You probably wouldn't know it because she seems pretty friendly, but she gets to shaking before she has to perform. Sometimes she will shake so hard that she has to take a couple shots of rye whiskey just to calm down. And yeah, it's never seems to affect her fighting ability because that doesn't seem to bother her at all. But if someone asks her to get up on stage and play, my goodness sakes, she'll just she shakes like a leaf. No one ever knows though. It's all about the product.
Well, she performs very well, despite their shaking nerves.
Yeah.
And Ashe.
I would like to say Taylor's a thief because that is literally the fact that I had planned for like 1 or 2 weeks.
Did you
All
happen to
right.
tell Taylor?
No, I didn't. That's why I was annoyed. So essentially, Asha, really likes animals, and she was never allowed to have a pet. And she didn't really know anyone that had a pet. So she kind of does her best to be friendly to them, but also, that doesn't always work out, as we have seen.
That's a little different. It's not just you like animals, but they don't like you. It's also you didn't have a pet when you were growing up. That probably affects you as an adult.
It would either make you think that everything can be a pet,
Yeah.
or
Even bears.
The polar bear.
All right. So, you are in the dark still. You are some ways away from where you left the bear. Up the mountain slightly. There's a lot less foliage around here. More gravel, stones, rocks. Though most of you have dark vision, it's still pretty difficult to see. What would you like to do?
Well, we need to finish resting for our full rest, right?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes, I have. I was planning on creating my hut. So if I didn't do that before, I'm doing it now.
That's right, you didn't do it before. This is like the one time that you
Yeah.
were like, I'm not gonna do it, and it went
grave
poorly
Got
for you.
mistake.
attacked by a bear. So now I'm like, well, I think we do need to have that hut if we're going to get attacked by wild creatures coming out of the forest. For goodness sake.
Okay. So yeah, you can cast the hut.
Okay.
And be sheltered inside of it. Are you allowing the 3 extra individuals to be inside your hut as well?
They can if they like. Yes, I will. I will extend that invitation if you would like to sleep inside this hut. It is a magical hut, so it can't be seen from the outside, and it should be pretty. As long as the magic stays, it should keep us safe.
Okay. The Modron will watch you as you perform this magic. It seems fascinated, but you can't really tell because its expression doesn't change. But it does watch you as you perform this ritual. But yeah, so everyone can be inside, finish their rest, a couple hours. I don't know about you, but it takes longer than that for me to get sleep. Fall
Same.
asleep. But yeah, unless you'd like to do anything else, Aja is the only one who has gotten her full rest. So she won't benefit from another long rest. But yeah, otherwise, you sleep the rest of the night.
Good.
On the side of the mountain, get your spell slots back, get your health back. And
Okay.
whatnot.
Spell slots. And our joke damage can go down. Good.
Oh yes, our emotional damage
Emotional damage can go back to 0.
restored.
Have to sleep joke free.
I'm pretty sure you said it was a lifelong debuff.
What?
Restoration. Restoration. Okay. Well, you after you cast that spell, it will last 6 hours beyond your 2 hours needed for a long rest. But you don't need to keep around. Other than that, you can get up, have breakfast, and do whatever. Continue on your journey.
You're still heading
Let's keep going as soon as
north,
possible.
right? We're headed north, right?
Yes, the
so we're
last time.
following these people on to the place where we're going to do the tournament.
Right.
I suppose if you wanted to travel in all together, that would be good. More the merrier, yes?
It would be fine with me.
The more, the safer.
And the safer.
Okay, well, the next town we need to do some shopping, but we will go with you to traveling if you would like. Yeah. And they will start heading up mountain.
All right.
Sounds like a good idea.
So you head up. It starts slow at first, since it is a beaten path. It sort of winds up the side of the mountain instead of heading straight over it. But you do manage to get deeper in the mountains.
Oh.
It gets rougher terrain. There's not so much softer dirt. It's more rocky, gravelly. At some points, it's a bit harder to keep your step without auto-correcting and balancing yourself.
I will help all the ones that have issues.
And yes, as you are ascending the mountain, you get to a point where it makes a large curve through a sort of valley-ish area. There are steep cliffs on either side, and you make your way through. And as you are traveling, Loki and Ashe, you first hear it. You hear the sound of a very deep roaring, and then the sound of flames like streaking through the air. A bit of crackling and whooshing, and then as you kind of hear it, you start to hear the wind pick up, and the dirt from the cliff walls brush into the valley where you are.
Yo, you hear that?
Sounds like we should take cover.
This. I'll have a
I look
very
around,
bad
is
feeling
there-
about this. Yes.
Is there anywhere that I see for us to kind of shelter a little bit?
There are a few places where there are large rocks and where the cliff overhangs over the path, where you could duck underneath if you'd like.
I point to the closest one and hurry over there.
Okay. How does the rest of the party react? After you've been told about something that's happening, You start to hear
Scanning the
something
skies.
faint.
Scan the horizon.
Okay.
Just wants to pull up her hood and stealth, if possible.
Yeah. Aja, make a stealth. Metal Skin, make a perception.
17.
It's really good.
Quality.
So Aja, you have the Cloak of Elvenkind, right? Do you?
Yeah,
You
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
And
And I have to have the hood up is the thing. And then wisdom checks made to see me have disadvantage. And I have advantage on dexterity, stealth checks. Doesn't matter. They were both 17. Made to hide. And as the cloak's color shifts to camouflage you, pulling the hood up or down requires an action. We're not in combat.
Okay. So you pull your cloak hood over yourself. And it doesn't change color, but it kind of like bends light a little bit in the sense that it goes over and it makes it a little bit more reddish to fit the tint of the side of the cliff face. And you manage to sneak to a cliff side or a rock. Where are you sneaking to?
I think I'm sneaking to probably a rock that has some shadow.
Okay. So you managed
the
to
same
find.
rock or a different rock?
I would imagine a different rock. Like, cause did you point to where like the sound is coming from?
I pointed to where we should take cover because that's what I said to the party.
Yeah,
That we should do.
that's where I'd be stealthing.
Okay. So everyone else kind of puts their head down, but doesn't like actually sneak and move to the position that Ashe located. And Metal Skin, you kind of like you hear Loki and Ashe warn you about this thing, and so you kind of like look up and see or hear anything, but the sound of rushing wind kind of like just takes over, and it's difficult to hear anything, see much of anything.
Alright, then he'd I guess he'd walk towards him. He doesn't know where we're hiding from.
The path you're on is about 20 feet wide. So on either side of the cliff face, you'd have some distance between. And the three other individuals are gonna hide on the other side of the path, underneath the cliff overhang.
Are we
They're
like
also
on an edge, or are we like in a
You're like in a valley, so
Okay.
cliffs on either side of you going up. And as you're all hugging the rock or the cliff wall, you hear the sound of scratching on stone, and you look up and some rocks fall from the side of the cliff down, not hitting anyone, not large enough to do damage either, but just kind of like tumble down as if something is directly above you.
Something big.
I'd like to whisper. What are we hiding from?
Anybody get a look at it? Oh, I've only heard it.
I don't know yet,
Well, what did
but there's
you-
something big with wings up there. I crane my head up. I try to look up. But I can't see anything. Right?
So after you're all silent for a moment, craning your necks, really trying to listen to whatever is out there, you hear the sound again of the low roar. This time everyone hears it clearly. And overhead, you see it's about the size of an eagle, but you see a flying dragon flying overhead. And it looks like it's scanning near where you are. It's looking around, and as it flies, making a turn, it bellows this fire out, and it doesn't hit anything in particular. It's just seems like it's trying to make a warning for something.
But you said it was fairly small.
Well, yes, it looks about the size of an eagle from the distance that you're at.
Okay, just from the distance that we're at, but it could be much larger.
You notice that this, though it's far away, you notice it's a pretty deep red color.
Is it flying away from us?
It looks to be circling, like keeping a perimeter.
Perhaps it's
relatively
protecting
near.
something.
Have we gotten close to a nest?
Well, we're not that close to where it's circling, I think. Had it just circled above us and now is going away from us, but will be coming back to us? Is that?
As you're watching this, it kind of leaves your sight as it goes beyond the cliff face, and you're kind of wondering, is it gone? Is it coming back? And when you kind of peer over, trying to see if you can see its direction, a massive crackling of lightning happens probably 50 feet above your current position, directly on the cliff face above you. It's about 20 feet from where you are. So suddenly a massive crackle. It's not one single lightning bolt. It's like tendrils of lightning shooting out from a direction towards the top of the cliff face that you are right next to. On the opposite side of the path, you notice that Os and Rahin will gasp and sort of duck down when they see this.
What on earth? What are we looking at? 2 dragons now? I don't know about you, but I am not inclined to run out there and look at it.
I think we should just keep going.
What?
Double time.
You think we should try and stealth through this area?
No, I think we should just run through this area.
They can fly quite a bit faster than we can run.
Yes, won't running draw their attention?
I do believe it would.
Can we still see it circling, or
The the red one is gone. You don't know what the other thing, the lightning was from, but the red one in the distance, you cannot see where it is gone.
Okay. Was it doing passes or was it like circling over?
It was circling over as if it was looking for something.
Okay. Hmm. Well,
Perhaps we should continue cautiously in case it returns.
I don't think that we can stay here.
Definitely not. But cautious sounds like a good idea.
I mean,
Moving
if
very
you can-
carefully now.
Um,
As you are considering what to do next, whether you should stay out of sight or take a run for it, another crackle of blue lightning tendrils directly over where you are, effectively hitting the rocks above the cliff face, and you hear a sound of something pained, another deep roar, and a dragon about 15 feet tall, 25 feet long, comes over the cliff face into the path area. It doesn't jump down there, it falls down and smashes into the rock right next to you.
Ah,
This looks to
Oh my
be
goodness.
it's sort of a not quite red, but like a metal red, reddish brown colored dragon. It slams next to you, and as soon as it's able to get its bearings, it kind of shifts itself up and pulls itself sort of next to you, against the cliff wall as if it's hiding. It doesn't seem to notice you.
I'm going to whisper to Aja. Is this one your sworn enemy too?
Doesn't look like bear.
Anyone speak dragon?
think
Does
it's
anyone
fine.
speak draconic?
Does anyone know anything about dragons? What's happening? Is this dragon fight? Is this territorial?
I don't know. It's-
Could be. It looks like this one's hiding just as well as we are. And the enemy of my enemy is my
how-
friend. You know what they say.
How close is it to me?
So the question is, who's he hiding from?
Yes.
It's pretty close. It's like 30 feet.
Perhaps we should sneak quietly away.
So, you know, if it needs some help, we can probably, who knows?
Is it a
Give it a
good
try.
dragon or a bad dragon?
It, I don't know. I don't think it, who
Okay, so
knows?
this 20-foot wide path that we're on,
Mm-hmm.
is this dragon now on that path ahead of us?
It's to the south of you, so it's technically behind you. So if
It's
you wanted to go
technically
north,
behind
you would
us.
continue at like
Okay,
you're
all
on
right.
your way.
Okay.
I'm going to take a good look at it and see if I can determine if it's friend or foe. Could try to possibly communicate with it a little bit. I don't know if I have anything like that. Sometimes I can just do it, you know, just intrinsically. What would I roll to try to do that? Like a
Second level sleep.
Well, you are essentially at its backside, so it's facing away from you. You wouldn't be able to tell. You could roll history to see if you knew something about dragons.
all right. I will try that, and it's just right.
See if you knew this one.
No, probably not. Oh, looking at his backside, I can tell that he is indeed a dragon.
Oh, good.
You know that the dragon you saw before was probably a red dragon, and that would mean that this is its natural territory. This dragon also looks red, so it's possible that this is also its territory. But the blue lightning doesn't really make any sense because red dragons breathe fire, not like.
But this is a metallic dragon, right? Like
Yeah,
a chrome dragon?
it does look metallic to everyone. It kind of has a reddish hue, but I'm just going off of what Sheila's history check was.
Yeah.
If you want, you can make a history check as well.
Sure. Because I feel like I know red dragons are typically evil, but I think, is it chrome dragons or metal dragons that
just
are good?
Not well understood.
You don't know?
Can you tell if someone's evil by looking at them?
Yeah.
I mean, you're more into like beast natural stuff, so you really aren't sure. This could be just like a family feud. But as you're all
can
like,
I make a guess though, like out of character guess? Is
yeah,
this
out of
a
character,
copper-
you're right. Yes.
Oh, okay. Is this a copper dragon?
Yes.
Sweet. Neat.
Out of character, yes. But
I
as
don't know
you're all
shit.
yeah, as you're all like considering like what is our next course of action and trying to determine whether or not this creature is textbook good or evil, another streak of blue lightning enters the path. It's to the south of you, so nobody is actually in danger. It strikes near the dragon where it's hiding. It seems to be trying to flush it out. You hear another roar, and you look up, and you see that the red dragon you saw before was considerably closer now. It doesn't look like it's the thing that caused the lightning, but it is getting closer. It seems to have gotten the picture that something is down here.
If it's, how far is the red dragon from us? You said it's considerably closer, right? But
Yeah.
how close we talking? We talking like 40 feet, 80 feet?
Well, it's a large dragon, so I can't really compare it to real life wildlife. I would say it's like after a private jet just took off, and I don't know.
Dragons are
It's
probably,
not
like,
close
the
enough
size
to.
of like a tanker truck,
What?
right? Like.
I was thinking like a
size.
private jet, and not a
Saying it
jet,
looks
like
like-
a small propeller plane or something like that.
He says it flies like a Cessna.
It's close enough that if you were to make a lot of movement, it would see you, but it has not seen you yet.
Okay, that I guess that's what I was looking for. It's
Yeah.
like, how close is it to us? Like, how can it see us? Are we noticed? Or is it like it can see you, but it hasn't noticed you? So I'm gonna I think I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay, yeah. 10 minutes, everyone gets plus 10 to stealth.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm gonna
we
do
need
that.
Oh, it's an hour, sorry.
Yeah, an hour.
But it's in within
So we're
30
gonna try
feet
to
of
move
you,
away.
so.
We're gonna leave this poor. Can't leave this poor little dragon here by itself. I think it's maybe it's a baby. This thing's in danger.
Well,
So everyone within 30 feet of me, I choose within 30 feet of me, including myself, has a 10+ bonus to stealth checks. Can't be tracked except by magical means.
Ooh.
And a creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. And I think Aja mentally debates is like, I could just, include the 2 dragons, but that would be pretty dumb, wouldn't it? Because they're both within 30 feet, the dragons of us.
Could include the one
There's
dragon.
there's one dragon next to you within.
Oh,
30
one dragon
feet.
that's next to us.
Yeah.
Is the red dragon looking at the other dragon that's hiding?
The
The
red
red
dragon
dragon's
is
attacking
looking down in the direction of where the blue lightning was, which was right next to the dragon that is hiding against the cliff face.
This dragon looks like it's hiding.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
Pass Without Trace gives us like the ability to see the dragon. Like the dragon can see us because we included it in the spell, right?
It's just for
It-
sneak.
It doesn't seem to notice you at all. It's got its tail towards you, facing away, and it seems to like be pressed up against the side of the wall. So it doesn't. It seems like it's hiding from whatever is creating the blue lightning.
I see. Yeah, then I will not include it. I'm assuming that we're gonna try and move.
Okay,
away
yeah.
As well, so it's like it's not gonna follow us. We're gonna be like, hey, he can't see you. Come on, come with us. What are we? You're our friend now, John. What are we gonna do? Capture this dragon?
I don't know if
It could be.
it'd be very impressive if Pass Without Trace could mask the movements of a giant fucking dragon
Right?
running
But
around
it's magic.
in the open.
It's magic.
It's not like invisibility.
You should try.
It's not-
We
It's not
need to
invisibility.
know.
But-
No, they can still see you, but it says it leaves no tracks, so like it doesn't like
Or
imprint
science.
in dirt or mud.
Yeah.
And it doesn't leave traces of passage, so if you're walking through trees,
Yeah.
like a snapped branch isn't gonna show up.
But it's
Okay.
not like making the dragon invisible. So yeah, it's just on us. And I think Aj is gonna start trying to. I don't want to get in between this dragon fight.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go
So
slowly.
you're including the other 3 people on the other side of the cliff or the path.
Oh, what do they look
I
like
guess.
something?
Sure.
They have not heard anything you've said. They're just kind of like looking at the dragon and like hiding, trying
Right,
not
but,
to be seen. And they're
you
looking
said
at you
something-
for like, what should we
Help.
do? Do you have information?
Yeah.
You said something landed
Okay.
on top of us, right?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
the red dragon landed, or it's like flying near us, right? It didn't land.
Right. It's getting
No,
closer.
no.
It's hovering, but it's getting closer.
It's flying.
yeah,
it's not
I'll-
quite hovering, but yeah. Everyone make stealth checks then, and then we'll add +10 to it.
That's
I'm already stealth, right? Do I need to roll again?
No.
Oh, why is it doing the heavy armor on me even though I've got the mithril? I'm not supposed to get a discount on my. Yeah, it didn't fix that.
Discount.
A discount or whatever.
I got
I
the
think that's
cheap
the problem.
moves.
Myself.
You got
That's
the
why-
cheap. You got a discounted mithril.
Yeah,
cheap mithril. Dang
you
it.
got the mackerel.
Yeah.
Everyone take a d4.
Damn it.
Yes, a 1.
I was gonna say it's like, yeah, you got the mithril plated, right? It's just got the color of mithril, but the inside is still iron.
I guess I got to do that by hand if I can figure it out. I pulled it in from the compendium. It should have done the right thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Brandon, it's a bad joke. Psychic damage.
I told him about
Amanda
it.
gave me the breakdown in the office.
All right, so it seems like Ashe has the lowest. Is Metal Skin also stealthing?
Yeah, but I'll be the last one to move. I'll like bring up the rear.
Okay, that's fine. Still make a stealth check.
I did.
You did? Oh yeah, you did. Sorry, you got an 8 plus 10. Sorry, what's that? 14 is the lowest. You all sneak away from this dragon, quietly moving along the path away from the reddish metal-looking dragon. And as you're walking away, Metal Skin, you're the last to see this, but you see the reddish metal dragon kind of move to the center of the path and get ready for something. And right in front of it, just very slightly larger than itself, a large blue dragon shows up and kind of lifts up its head, looking more menacing. And the copper dragon essentially will kind of like get into a defensive position with its head down, ready to strike. And the blue dragon roars at the copper, and the copper dragon will take a chance at this moment of intimidation by striking its mouth at the throat of the blue dragon, and they will start to fight it out with claws and teeth. And you make your way successfully away from this scuffle. And as you are going around a bend, the red dragon shows up behind the copper dragon and takes it by surprise. And you leave seeing the copper dragon getting ripped apart by the blue and red dragon.
Oh.
I think the red dragon and the blue dragon were parents of copper dragon, because copper dragon is red and blue. Maybe he stayed out past curfew or something.
He dropped out of college.
Tough
Yeah,
parents.
he dropped out of college but didn't tell parents for like 3 months.
He wanted to go to art school, not business school.
Didn't want to take on family business
I want to
of
I want to-
pillaging
Of horde.
and setting
I want to-
and horde.
sing.
No, none of that, no. But yeah, so you make your way past the pathway that has the cliff faces. It opens up more into what you see in front of you. Very craggy and rough ledges and whatnot. And you manage to make the rest of the way towards the other side of the mountain. And by the time you get to the other side, you make your way down the side of the mountain. It is finally starting to go to dusk. Nightfall will be shortly. It'll be less than a day's travel to Inarlith, the next town. But so if you want to continue on to get to an inn, you can, or you can make camp now. Rest before heading out in the morning.
How's everybody else feel? Other than the sneaking around, I'm not very pooped out yet.
That was a close one.
It was.
We weren't quite sure what you had in mind. We couldn't hear anything from the other side. Is everyone okay? Did anyone get hurt?
I don't believe so.
I am in prime
Wow.
condition.
Yeah, we're fine.
I don't think any of them saw us.
The dragon took the worst of it. I feel bad for that poor thing.
I don't think they were very concerned with us. So Even if they did.
Yes, we got right in the middle of a squabble.
Well, should we camp here or should we try to find an inn further on the way? But it might get pretty dark.
Mhm.
I'm fine either way. I wouldn't mind sleeping
Might
under a
be
roof.
nice. Might be nice to
A
have a bath,
non-magical roof.
before we
Yes.
head to a place with tons of people. Anybody else
Camping
have
again it
an
is.
opinion?
A bath? Are you
At the
shaving
inn.
water? Oh no, the inn is in town. Which is
Well, can we go to town, or do we have a lot of?
you can
Are we a
push
long
if you
way
want to
away
go to
still?
town. It'll be late at night, but yeah, you can push to make it there, or you can rest for the night and get there in the morning.
We'd be walking. We could walking through that area at night, is what you're saying.
Hmm. Perhaps we should camp.
All right, I'll put my little hut up. I can put my little hut up.
Okay, you cast Leonman's tiny hut, and like before, shows up, having a nice, comforting area. It's better than sleeping on the rocky ground of the side of the mountain. But would you like to make watch like the night before? Aja's away for the moment, but we can speak for her if you want.
I mean, between Aja and I, we can get rest and keep watch.
How's the moon? If there is one.
How's the moon?
Yes.
It's a bit cloudy, but it's like a crescent. Slightly hidden behind some of the clouds, but still see that it is crescent.
I mean, I could, let's see. I guess if you want me to, I can take watch over the inside of the tent. That is about as far as I can see.
Okay.
I think Aja and I have it covered.
Well, okay, fine. Be that way. I understand. You special elf people?
We can actually see outside of the tent.
That is a low blow.
It is the truth.
You don't know I have superior senses for everything but my eyesight.
Okay. So you all settled in. If you'd like, you can do anything else before you head to bed. You can grab from your cheese box.
Yes,
Have some food.
I grab a cheese. Oh, I gotta open the thing again so I can. Or did you message it to me?
It's in the handouts.
It's in the. There it is. I couldn't remember if you had messaged me the roll part or if it was in the handout. Alright. So 1d10, then 1d6. It's a 9 and a 4. And then another 4.
Oh, I see. Um. Okay, so it is a
Oh, sorry, 2 blocks.
2 blocks of. It is Rushan cheese, which is essentially dried milk curds, and it is from a bat. It is milk from a
Fancy.
bat that has been dry and turned into curds, dried, and put on sticks.
Wow, that's got to be expensive cheese. Imagine milking those bats.
Do you share this with other people? You get 2 bricks worth of it.
Yes, that's why I got 2.
Do you tell people what is in it, or do you say it's cheese?
No, I just tell them, anybody want some cheese? And I hold it out to them.
Cheese. Well, my kind of you. Sure, I'll have some cheese.
Rahia enjoyed your cheese from before, so she will take some and offer it to Os. But other than that, you get your cheese. I'm not sure if you're frying up your food.
I
some of
slice
your
some bread
meat.
and make grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese made out of bat. Okay. All right.
Not a bat. Bat cheese.
Yeah, it's bat
It's
cheese.
still cheese.
Okay. So you have your meals. You have your watch ready. Ash, make a perception check. Are you leaving the fire which you cooked your food on lit, or are you putting it?
No.
Okay.
I am putting it out. Hello? I clicked this thing. 14.
Okay. Very similar to the night before, but now you are encased in a tiny hut. You keep watch out. On this side of the mountains, you're able to see off in the distance the faint light of the town. So it's quite far. You also see, before the sun went down, the water of the Lake of Steam, where the
Is it steaming?
it isn't where you're at, no. Since you're
I
all
thought
pretty
for
familiar
sure
with
there was steam.
this area, you know the Lake of Steam is called that because there's a large volcano in the center of it. The lake itself does not steam, only when the volcano erupts.
Can I see the volcano island?
Probably not. It's like 350 miles away.
Oh, okay.
But
I tried.
you mostly see the mountains behind you, the lake off in the distance near the town, and faint lights of the town themselves. And you also notice the dim light of the Modron staring at you again, watching, waiting, observing.
I wave at it.
It does not look back. But you get through your watch with nothing interesting happening.
Stare at the stars. And I wake Aja at the end of my watch.
Awake. Was there anything concerning?
No, it is a calm night. Lots of stars.
I will set up watch. Are there any? We still in the rocky area, or are there any trees nearby?
Yeah, there are a couple. You went down the mountain far enough that you're no longer in the rocks. But there are a few trees that are scattered around.
Okay. I think I would like to kind of brace myself, or if there's a large enough tree, I guess I would like to climb it and have my watch in the tree.
Okay.
And I will pull my hood up.
Sheila cast her tiny hut, so you'd be inside of a hut. But
Oh,
if you don't feel comfortable with being on the ground, you can go into a tree.
I guess I'll stay in the hut.
Okay.
If I know this, was this told to us? Like,
Yeah, while
Yes.
you were gone.
Okay. Cool. Yes, I will stay in hut. I will still put my hood on, but and just keep watch. And this time I will ignore the robot.
Okay. Make perception. You're very focused now, but you seem a bit too focused on going-ons around outside the hut, and it seems like a pretty quiet night. Nothing changing. Nothing as exciting as the night before. And you go your watch without any mishap or event happening.
Sweet.
Alright, so you finish your watch and wake everyone up. Soon after, the hut will disappear, since it would have been 8 hours after you cast it. Have breakfast, chat about what
Alright.
to do next, and then head into town.
Yay. Well, these people we're traveling with, do they know much about these games we're going to be playing?
Are you off to the side asking your friends, or are you asking this in front of the people that you're talking about?
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about anybody else knowing. I just kind of walking along and just asking them, what do you know about these? What kind of games is there? What kind of competitions are we going to look forward to here?
Well, like we said before, there will be some. There's usually some hand-to-hand combat. It's a bit misleading because you can use your weapons, but
Wow.
it is show your strength. There is usually some knowledge-based thing to help with the people who are less physically inclined, more mental.
Yes.
We don't know what that is. It changes every year. I think last year it was a very hard thinking contest. The people who thought hardest were the best.
How do you judge that?
Oh, well, we didn't compete last year. We want to compete this year for the special magic item. But we'll find out this year what that means. Who thinks the hardest? There's usually some sort of race. Speed and accuracy are important. And then they finish off with a big maze.
Ooh.
Oh yes, I remember you said something about that.
That is the most that is the most important part, because only the top competitors can compete in that one. Not everyone is able to be a part of it.
Sad.
Ah, that's the finale, as they say.
Yes, it is final.
Mhm. Do people ever die?
There are always stories, rumors, but they do
Surely
promise
employ
safety.
healers.
This is not about life and death. This is about showing you're stronger than others.
I see.
The best in the land.
Well, it sounds very exciting.
Indeed.
Have you been to that area before?
Well, now I haven't. You would think I had, but I have not.
No.
We've only been occasionally. We have not competed, but we have observed. It is very exciting. It is interesting to see other cultures and how people, how strong people are. We've been training for a while just so we can compete.
Oh my goodness.
Do they have food as well?
Oh yes, it is a festival, a tournament festival. They need to feed their guests. Many people like us have come from far away, so they need to make sure those people are happy, so they'll come back again next year.
What is the best food, in your opinion, at this tournament? Do
Well,
they have good cheese?
they. I am very partial, but they have. I really like steak, and they have
Steak?
a steak
They eat
meat.
steak?
Snack.
He turns to Nahia and he's like, I don't know how. And she says, oh, I like steak, like cook a meat. Take a piece of meat and you cook it. I really don't know how. to explain
Oh,
it.
darling, I know what he's trying to say. Steak. You
Eh,
know, like steak,
Always points and he's like, yes,
steak,
yes, steak.
braised steak, butter steak.
They have
Elk
someone
steak.
there who can make it however you like it. It's very impressive. It's a bit more pricey. They have a lot of merchants and vendors from all over Faerun come in and show off their wares, so you can, if you're ever in where they are, you can visit and have their food.
And where the wares are?
Where the vendors will, like maybe you want to go to Skuld, and the people from Skuld will be there, selling some items or food. Or if you ever go to Bildubaris, maybe you try out some items from vendors from Bildubaris, and then you go to Bildubaris and you can buy more of their items. It's good. I'd say advertising. Yes, advertising. It's marketing.
Well, I will have to try some steak.
as you are talking and walking, you see the towns coming up, and getting closer. You notice this isn't it's not as large as they marsh, but it is a like a medium-sized city town, another port town where they get their goods and then ship them out from there. There isn't a whole lot of traffic on this road because they don't really ship down the Golden Road. They will ship up and to the east. But you manage to make your way to the town of Inarlith.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Nice.
All right,
Trying to
so
remember what town we used this picture for before.
None of them. You've never seen this map before.
That's a lie. I, for one, would like to find lodgings and a bath.
I don't know, Amanda. Is it a lie?
Okay.
It's a giant donkey.
Rabbit. Attack
it-
on rabbit.
Is it looking into the sunset? That's what this looks like. This is some kind of weird fidget spinner gargoyle.
Wow.
Fidget spinner gargoyle.
It's like the
They're birds.
It's Pikachu.
Seagulls.
wacky waving inflatable arm man gargoyle. Like, ooh, with my wispy
Pikachu.
little robes.
It looks like one of those toy birds that you
marketing.
balance on your finger. You balance the beak
The
on
eagle?
your finger.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
No, but in the background there's Pikachu. It's Shadow Pikachu.
And then there's this one over there,
Pikachu!
Pikachu.
The god of lightning. Okay, so you managed to go around. Are you trying to stick with the other three, or are you kind of separating and going your own ways? Meet up in Chondath area.
Wait, so this isn't the town where we're going to. It isn't our destination.
No. Oh my god. that Pikachu.
Okay.
I mean, this is
What
the
time of
town where
day
the
is
games
it?
are.
No. What time of day is it?
It's
Like, is there a lot left of today?
Oh yeah. You slept and then you went a distance. It's like almost noon at this point.
Oh, okay.
No, this is not the town of the games, the tournament. Let me take you to.
I would just suggest that we get food and keep going then.
Yeah, let's find a bar. Inn, whatever you want to call it.
So this is where you are. And this is where
Oh,
the tournament is.
yeah, we're not far. There's got to be other travelers going to the games here in this town.
Innerbliff? That's where we are?
We're way down there.
Yeah. This is the
Oh.
mountains.
For some reason, my brain was like, it's just on the other side of the mountain.
No,
Where'd you say we're
it's
at?
on the other side of the
Where?
forest.
Oh, we're here. Where these
Here.
triangles are?
No, it
Yeah.
says
Oh,
we are
right here.
here.
Oh, I see it. I
Can
gotta
we make the
it
white
bigger.
box?
There we
Let's
go.
switch that. So let's make the white box red and make the text white.
I think
Or
you made
why
it.
don't we? Why don't
I
we
can't-
make it
it's
the
grouped up.
size of? Why don't we make
We
it the
can't
size
separate
of
it.
the map and then have like an opaque circle, so everything. It only
There we go.
shows.
Now I can change it.
Oh,
Oh, make the box a little bigger.
So we're in it.
Yeah,
in
bro. It
Well, and we're going all the way to. Oh, I see.
Here,
The
I'll make
three
this.
towns there: Champ, Iljack, and Samurai. Okay.
Right pink.
Yeah.
Oh
Whoa.
goodness.
Oh, it's grouped. Ah!
We're going up Golden Road. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so down here where the sword is, that's where you got the sword. And then you went up here, took a couple days, camped here. Then you went through the mountains, saw a few dragons, and now you're in Inland. That's almost 300 miles.
Jeepers. Man, I say we find us ourselves an inn and get our drink on for breakfast.
Alex, can you pull the "We Are Here" up the top layer?
Yep, 30.
Thank you. There we go. Now you can group it all.
Alright, done.
Sweet. We are in Innerlith. Inarlith?
In our list.
Inarlith.
Back to Benicula and
Now where was I?
alright, so you wanted to, it's pretty early in the day. Do you want to, you could do some more shopping, you could, find an inn and, like, rest at an actual, like, bed, or you can go have a drink if you want, maybe if you want, you can, Sheila can perform for a little extra cash, well, or you can have a drink and then go keep going. One for the road.
I wouldn't mind going on, getting something to eat, and maybe talking to an innkeeper. I think I have a new song I'd like to try out. I've been writing it in my head as I've been walking along. Need to try it out on some people.
Stand a drink.
I don't know who I follow. Let's see.
Well, oftentimes, if there is a inn, there will be a tavern. So, why don't we do that?
Yes, on the go.
Is there a specific one you're looking for? Or are you gonna just go to the first one you see?
What's the name of the first one we see?
You go up, you see,
I want to ask the people we're with if they know a good one in this town.
Oh yeah, maybe they do.
Well, it just
I,
happens to be the first one we see.
well, the first one you see has a picture of a, like a Cheshire-style smiling cat, very similar to the creepy-looking creature up here. It is called the Humble Cat. It's a one-story building, stone roof, wooden walls. doesn't seem too busy.
I
And-
need,
Perfect.
I need one. All right.
I don't trust this place.
I don't get paid unless there's people listening to me. I can't just perform for you lot.
Wait, did you go in, or are you just outside looking at?
I'm outside looking at it, and it doesn't look very busy to me.
That
I-
cat looks scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm outside looking at it, being like I don't trust this place because it says a humble cat that does not exist.
Os and Rahia will direct you to another tavern called the Sleeping Priest. But they need to go to the market.
Perhaps we can meet you there afterwards.
I would like to use the connections as a faction agent and identify the secrets and signs that lead to a safe house or contacts within my organization.
All right. Since this is more inland than Daymarsh, there would be more of your faction here. Are you wanting to get into that, or are you wanting to stay here for a little bit and then leave? Because if you're wanting to get into your faction, that's gonna be a lot of
No, mainly,
finding people.
well, I don't think I'd be able to bring the group with me to that thing, so I think I would say that I'll be back in like an hour or two, and then I'm going to meet up with some friends, and then I'd go and I'd talk to them and try to find some place that would be best for our arrangements.
I guess
Okay.
he's too cool for us now.
I will be back. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, we weren't planning on staying too long. Yes. If you want, we can meet up at the Sleeping Priest. But we
That's
need to
fine.
gather revisions.
That sounds good.
They will indicate where in the direction that it is, and then they will head towards the market. Metalskin will look for his organization, considering this is more closer to Duskwood and the Chandal Wood, which takes up a large portion of the area. There would be more of a nature sense of the faction here than Daymarsh. We can talk about what that entails shortly, but the rest of you go to the Sleeping Priest. And this is different than the humble cat. It's a clay building with a tiled roof. It's taller, 2 stories. It's much more crowded. It seems to be close to lunchtime, so a lot of people are coming in to get their food. This is a 2-story building instead of the previous 1-story. The signage outside has a picture of like the man in the moon kind of thing, but it seems to be sleeping and has Z's on the inside.
This looks fine to me. Let's see if we can get ourselves a table. I'll go in and act like I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Be nice to everybody and see if we can get a nice table. Maybe make friends with the bartender. See if I can find out who the owner is and if I can try out my new song on these people.
Okay. You enter and it seems very busy. Everyone has a lot of energy. There is the tavern guests are very rowdy. There's a lot of loud yelling, kind of just not really angrily, just yelling over each other. And the theme of this place seems to be like navigation. There's the walls are absolutely covered in maps. You look around and there are maps of towns, parts of Faerun, maps of the interior of buildings, cave systems, whatnot.
I just sit there at the table staring at all the maps, trying to find things that I recognize.
Make a history check.
Just like I would do in real life. 15.
Okay. So you're looking at all these, and most of them seem like they're made up. Like, they seem like they're genuine. They seem like somebody has gone out and mapped something out. But, like, the general layout of the maps don't really make sense, structurally to either a building or a cave. Or, the only authentic maps are, like, ones that everyone knows. Like, the maps of Faerun, the small sections. The larger towns, some smaller towns, like you see a map of Vaymarsh, and it does not look like Vaymarsh. It just looks like some town that they've claimed as this town. So not all of these maps are genuine. They just seem like decoration. So Sheila goes up and talks to the tavern keep.
Oh yeah. Well, stay there, Mister. I'm an entertainer myself, and I'm here with a bunch of friends here to find some get a meal. But I wondered if you'd like a little musical entertainment here. I don't need pay. I'll just work for tips.
So you're talking to this. It looks like it's an elf. He's dressed in very baggy clothing. He's got a vest that's over, and he seems to be like trying to help everyone out. There's a couple helpers behind the bar that seem to be scrambling for drinks and food. But as you're speaking to him, he doesn't seem to notice you speaking to him. He's trying to help out somebody else. You notice that the general atmosphere of this place, he probably didn't hear you. It's not that he's not rude. It's just it's very loud in here.
I can speak louder. I can also ask if you need a hand. You need an extra hand trying to get this lunch rush done.
You slow fucker.
He finally, when you start shouting, he kind of turns his head to see you, and he's like, "What?
I just wait.
You need something?
I'm asking you if you need some help.
You have to speak up. It's kind of loud in here."
Just
I know.
singing.
I know how to project my voice, sir. And she does.
All right. If you're going for like a projection sort of thing, like making yourself known, I want you to make a performance check.
Okay.
Oh.
Did it go?
All right.
There it is.
So
Oh my goodness sakes!
I
I got what 11 in that 8.
you got a
in
plus
that.
8, but natural one's a natural one. So you are like shouting, trying to talk over this crowd, and when you do so, the people at the bar, it's so crowded that like somebody gets shoved and they get knocked into you, and they kind of like
Oh,
correct
no.
themselves, So you're trying to not only talk over these people, but like you're also getting distracted by the people around you constantly bumping into you or like talking in front of you. Somebody as you're trying to talk to the tavern keep, someone pushes in front of you and like orders something very loud and clear, and then the tavern keep is just like nods and like turns around and starts getting some drinks ready for them.
Well, I have been there before. I'm just gonna go back to the table. This is not gonna be my day at this place.
So you notice that there are no empty tables either.
The what?
This place is so crowded, there are no empty tables. At this point, it's standing room
Oh.
only.
My goodness, why'd they tell us to meet here? Well, it's a busy place. And they have to wait until they're not so busy.
It is popular, and you did ask for popular.
Popular.
We did.
So you can like, if you want, you could go to like a corner of the bar that's not, or the tavern that's not, super busy and start playing an instrument.
Oh.
Or you could
Yeah, I
find
will
somewhere
try
else to
that.
go.
No, I will. I will just find a little corner and I will just take out my little one of my instruments, my little flute, and I will begin playing my lovely little song of rest that helps everybody feel a little better when they're having a rest.
All right.
It's just a nice soothing song. Maybe make people quiet down a little bit. Tone it down.
Make another performance check.
See how I did.
There you go.
We don't get it one this time.
Yeah. 24 is much better. All right, so it's very loud. It's very crowded. People in here seem rude, but in the sense that they don't know they're being rude. They're not like actively going out of the way to be jerks. They're
They're
just
from the
like
northeast.
there trying to get their own service done so they can go back to work after lunch. And you start playing, and it's a bit hard at first because you can't really get the vibe going, and everyone's so loud that it's hard to hear. But as the notes of your instrument start, are you playing your wind instrument? Or are you playing your lute?
I'm playing my wind instrument at the beginning, and I will pull out my lute once I finish that song and play my new song.
Okay, is that a pan flute?
It is.
So with the very soft tones of the wind instrument, that though it's very gentle, it's not really quiet. It's sort of reverberates throughout the tavern, the sleeping priest, and it winds through the crowd. And as people start to like hear it, not at first with their ears, but with their souls first. They start to feel it inside them, and then they kind of quiet down, and then they hear it with their ears, and suddenly like a wave coming from you, a quiet silence sifts through the crowd, and everyone turns to listen to your song. Even the tavern keep and all the helpers behind the bar kind of just stop what they're doing and stare at your performance of music. And then once you finish your song, do you get out your lute and start playing some a little bit more upbeat?
Yes, now that everybody's quieted down, I will say, I'd like to play you a new song. It's called The Lost Baby Dragon. and I'm gonna sing a little song I wrote on the wood, all about the poor lost little baby copper dragon trying to find its mama and being chased by big mean red dragons, and how a pretty princess found it and helped her. It's kind of made up, but I think it has a good message. And I sing my song.
Okay. You start to play. It's more upbeat, though it's still pretty light. It's like a jaunt. You pluck the strings. It has sort of a danced feel to it, but once everyone has, once you have everyone else's attention, they kind of like start like nodding their heads, tapping their feet. Some of them start like clapping to the beat. You see that the tavern keep and the helpers notice that your first song is done, and they have to get back to work, but they will continue to listen to your song, and it becomes a bit more structured with how they do business. It's less chaos, and they start getting the food out and drinks out much faster. But yeah, what is the rest of the party doing while Sheila performs?
I would just be sitting to the side, still looking at all the maps, trying to see if they have anything in common.
Anyone else
time
doing
is it?
anything? It's lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Probably drinking something, like some kind of drink, tea, whatever, and just making sure, counting my arrows, checking inventory to see if there's anything else needed. I assume we're gonna head out tomorrow. We're not staying here for a few days, are we?
I don't think
No.
so.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just checking inventory and seeing if there's anything we need before we leave town.
Yeah, the main purpose for like my little expedition was to try to find a place that would be receiving of me, or maybe give like that I could maybe bring the group to some kind of like, I don't know, not necessarily hospitality, but not get tourist prices if possible, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Not necessarily in that, but like just kind of like, these are some people that I'm with, yeah, doing stuff.
You can find a hostel. A good place to stay where people are willing to lodge you.
Yeah, I would say like so kind of the goal, ultimately the goal, yeah, to find some place that's like safe to stay at, that's like pretty good, and then also like the plug, essentially for like where most people go for like their supplies in the group, in the organization.
Okay.
If possible.
Aja, what this tavern, it has ale, beer, spirits, and wine, and it also has a signature drink called End of the Line. What would you like to purchase?
I will have one glass of white wine, a Riesling, because Aja's a little bougie. That'll be a fun fact for next week. And I'll try the special.
Okay.
A little boozy.
The wine.
Boozy.
The wine is 30 copper.
Roll those d4s.
Boozy? Sure. Roll a d4, everyone.
For boozy instead of bougie?
This
I don't
essentially
I
this
can't.
this d4 isn't really doing much except for emotional damage that isn't really affecting
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm just giving you
Um,
They
Okay.
can do it
So 30
anyway.
copper.
30 copper for the wine, and since it's a signature drink, it's a bit more expensive. 20 silver for the End of a Line.
Woo! Okay.
Gee, was a curse.
It better be the best drink of my life.
Tall order.
So you order this drink. Since the tavern has calmed down a bit, everyone's paying attention to Sheila. You're able to really get the full experience of this drink. So when you order it, the tavern keeper will notify one of the helpers to come over. They will place the drink. It comes in a large mug, and they will also right next to it place a copper and slide it towards you, and they will say flip it.
I
So you can-
cautiously pick up the coin and then flip it.
Okay. So you can roll a d4. Odds are tails, and evens are heads.
Got a
Okay,
head.
so you got even. They tell you that the drink is free, since you got heads. And
So I keep my 20 silver?
yes, you
Sweet.
just have to pay for the wine. But you have it. This is very high quality. When you taste it, it's just like it's very good. It's pretty strong, but you don't really taste the alcohol right away. It's one of those dangerous drinks. But as you're drinking it, I'll have you make a con save.
Okay. Save.
Okay. So you get
I don't know if Cthulhu's nearby, so
Oh, he's not. No.
yeah. Okay, so then it's a 19.
Okay. You still pass by 19, but you taste like you get a few drinks into this expensive drink, and you can feel the alcohol, but it's not really hitting you as hard as it should. But it's very good quality. You recognize how good an effort this tavern has put into this.
Fancy.
Um,
And I will drink that one first, and then I'll drink my glass of wine. Let's see how I go.
Ash, are you ordering food?
I'm just watching Sheila the first couple songs, and then, yeah, I'd probably go order some food.
For lunch, it is 30 silver.
Alrighty.
And it is lunch today is skewered oysters, green olives, and a biscuit. 2 biscuits.
2 biscuits.
And Loki, what are you? Are you just enjoying the show?
I'll get an ale.
Ale is 20 copper.
Okay. No mead.
No mead. Okay, so everyone has their beverage or lunch. Sheila performs her songs. And if you like before you asked about like, oh, I don't perform for a wage, I just do tips. You do get tips for this. So since you performed very well, you get a total of 74 copper, 66 silver, and 5 gold.
Wow.
And
Thank you,
since
folks. I'm gonna go ahead and have my supper.
since you have your bard thing, or your entertainer thing, where you, if you perform, you get a free lodge. You get free lodging if you want to stay here.
Oh, well, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you.
Okay,
I
so
will spend some money tipping these folks, though. I'm not going to make them. I'm going to go ahead and tip the staff, even though I'm, you know,
that's
I'm going to
fine.
tip out the staff like you do.
That's totally fine.
This could be like Europe. You don't tip in Europe. They have fair pay. Not America.
That's true. Yeah. What am I thinking? But I'm on a. I appreciate him letting me play anyway.
Okay, so everyone at the tavern have your stuff. Sheila probably doesn't perform for a super long time, just a couple of songs. Enough to get through the biggest part of the lunch rush. Metal Skin, you do find several people. You kind of take your pick of people in town willing to house your party. And, so, if you'd like to stay the night, you have your choice of this inn or Metal Skin's found.
It would be an older building with like nature themes, like vines, heavy vines, or mostly like old rock, stuff like that.
Hard rock.
Yep.
Like a nice place to drink some coffee. Hard Rock Cafe. All right. So what would you like to do? You have food, drink, lodgings if you want.
I'm gonna go ahead and plan to spend the night here, but I'm gonna visit with people while I'm out here, just get to know the staff and the other hangers about, and talk about these games and see if anybody else knows anything else about this tournament we're going to.
I'm guessing that Metalskin came back and told us about this place.
Yes.
Is it very busy like this place?
No. It would, I would imagine it would be quite the opposite, considering it's like my order is the Emerald Enclave, which is like
I would like to go there.
Nature-based. Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps we can meet up again in the morning.
That'd be fine with me.
The funny thing is, says the people, the agents of this faction are experts in survival and subsistence farming. I do not have advantage on survival. Which is funny.
So I fuck off to that place and see if they have a book I can read.
Books that involve killing trees. It wouldn't be-
Not necessarily. They could be on leather or parchment from reeds.
Everything is 100% ethically sourced.
Is
Not
there like a
GMO.
No beasts were harmed in the making of these books, only humans.
Yep. Only the beasts.
it's all human
only the-
skin?
Yeah.
Gross.
Is there like a market?
Yeah?
Okay.
What the fuck?
Can I just send you a shopping list?
Sure.
Don't know if you wanted to RP market stuff or.
I mean, it depends on what it is. It's just like groceries.
It's like, is there like a craft store or
Feminine products? What? Why are you being so
I need-
funny?
I need more letterhead and wax
Oh.
and inks
And
for
clippings
my
of other
letter.
clippings of other people's signatures.
Need a ball of wax and
Stationary auras.
A forging
Yeah.
kit,
forging kit. I mean a document
disguise kit.
authenticity kit.
Yeah, you can send
Okay.
Sheila, what information are you looking for? Like,
I'd like to know more about, who runs these games, and talk to me about the artifact, talking about the special magical item that everyone's competing for, and a lot about, tips and tricks perhaps to win the games and who we're competing against. What kind of stuff are we up against here?
okay, I'll have you make either a persuasion or a perception roll to get local
Alright.
gossip.
I will make. I'm gonna do persuasion. I'm a little better at that. There we go.
So you come off as just a traveler. You're not from around here, and you're not from up north. So you kind of like hearing. You say you hear about this tournament. And, like, what is that? So the information you get is that it is in the Tri-Town area. Each town has its own mayor, but it's sort of a mass of 3 towns that's run by a baron and baroness. The Baron Valus is a person who watches over everything that happens around there, and it's not really rumors. It's very much people know. He is a tiefling. It is very classic tiefling features. He doesn't seem to hide it at all. He's got the dark crimson skin, the protruding horns, the tail, the hooves. But he seems to have a good handle of running all 3 towns at the same time. This item is said to... Well, first of all, you find out the rewards. There's a first, second, and third place. Each place has a monetary reward, and each place also has a magic item. And then first place, not only get the money and the magic item, you also get this this crazy item that's all about magic. It's rumored to be infused with so much magic that it just radiates off of it. What else would you like to know?
So I know there's first, second, and third place. There's cash and magic items for all 3 prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Baron Volus is a tiefling who runs all three towns, and he's sort of in charge of everything.
Yep.
But I'd just like to know if this man is, if they've got this magic item, well, what keeps them from just keeping it? Why are they giving it away like this? You think it'd be something you'd want to keep and use?
Well, that's the thing with that's the tournament. It's the rules. Every year they give away extravagant items, and it's how you get people to come and compete. It's how you get so many people to come and spectate. It's how you get vendors and all these people coming in. It brings in a lot of revenue for the three towns. Actually, with that such high score or roll, you find out that each town has its own like theme, like a commerce. The town of Shamph, Shamph, is more of a farming town. That's where they get a lot of their animal products and their food. It's where they get all their craft items. It's more of a country town. And then Iljak is more of a port town. So that's where all the trade comes in. And that's where they get all their money. It's where they get their goods from the outside, their more exotic goods. And then the town of Samra. Samra is the governing town. It sort of takes the responsibility of running all three. It's the most densely populated area. It has more of the nobles that live there. People moving in from other parts of the land of Faerun. If they have more money, they're more likely to find a house in
It's the capital
Samra.
city. I see.
It's the
Yeah.
broad view of the Tri-City area.
Capital city. Yes.
It's where the Baron and Baroness are located, where they do all their
Figures.
rulings.
All right. Well, that's fabulous information, and I'll drink a couple shots with these people and probably say my good nights as it gets late.
Okay. So Ashe and Metalskin will go to the hostel for their more natural, quiet sleep. While Aja, Loki, and Sheila will stay at the inn for
What about that other fella?
more just like hot. But yeah.
Loki. What's Loki doing?
I'll stay at the inn.
Oh, that's alright. Aja wants to buy some.
Yes. And Asha finds a book and curls up in the fluffiest chair she can find in the plant rock house.
So how much paper is in a bundle? Do you want?
But well, so like in real life, a ream of paper is 500 sheets. But I don't know what paper is worth in Faerun. So
Each sheet. If you want paper, it's more expensive. Parchment is a bit
parchment's
cheaper.
fine. Parchment's
but it's
fine.
1 silver per sheet.
For parchment.
Yeah.
1 silver.
You can also haggle it.
So I'll do 20 silver.
Okay.
So
you
that'll be
get
20 sheets.
For the quill, it's 2 copper. The ink is quite a bit more expensive at 10 gold.
Okay. Ink is 10 gold.
Yep, for an ounce bottle.
Seriously? Oh, okay. I guess I won't buy the ink. I'll just write in blood.
That's free.
That's free.
Didn't you?
Just
Sealing
kill some
wax.
more bears.
Didn't you
Yeah,
have?
I'll just kill more bears. And I got freaking elk meat. I'll just dip my quill in the elk meat.
Your parents get your letters. Oh yeah, she's doing well. She's killing elk. Yeah, I
Yeah.
notice it.
they can
She's
they
staying
can
sense
tell.
that. They know what kill.
Oh,
wow,
she's done a good job. We've taught her well.
I guess
Writing
I'll buy a
in
glass
her
vial.
kills.
A tiny glass vial with a stopper.
That'll be 2 gold.
2 gold. All right. Cool. And then the sealing wax and string. Bundle of string, ball of string, whatever.
The ball of string will be 2 copper. And the wax will be 10.
10 copper?
Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie. Awesome. Thank you. Parchment.
Okay. So you all get free lodgings with your stay. The tavern stays busy until late hours. Still getting their drinks. I'll say that you will, as the night goes on, see people ordering the special drink at the end of the line. And when they get tails, they have a bad time. They have to pay for their drink, and they have to drink until they are no longer conscious.
Whoops.
It's the end of the line. And then once they lose conscious, they are dragged into the street. Just left that.
Oh my goodness.
They don't want them in the tavern anymore.
And then they're
Can't imagine
looted.
anybody want to order that a second time.
Seriously.
Or
So-
first.
Aja,
mean-
you are very lucky to get that heads.
Yes. It was tasty, but not that tasty. Not worth that.
Okay, so you all sleep in your beds. The inn is very comfortable. It seems like a higher class inn. The faction makes sure that you are welcome. They have comfortable and homely settings. You all get your rest.
Oh, good.
Hooray!
All I have is dad joke damage. Put that back. Whew. All right. Well, I will. Let's see. I'll meet people downstairs when I get up, and maybe the other folks will come back for breakfast from wherever they are. And at breakfast, I will impart the information that I got from my night of commiserating with the locals. With the other members of the group.
Right. Loki and Aja join you. Breakfast seems to be sticky buns, crispy bacon, and a side of berries.
Wow, wonderful.
Fancy. Not that fancy.
I'm pull cheese out of my box to go with it.
Oh, you're not. Are you having? Did you go to the Sleepy Priest to have breakfast?
Yeah, we were supposed to meet back up in the morning.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
That's what I remembered,
Right.
so I was waiting for him.
Okay, yeah. You can get your cheese box. Your random cheese.
9, 2, and 54.
Ooh. Fancy. So you have much fancier Roquefort cheese today. Crumbly blue cheese. It is made from seal milk.
I bet that's good.
I crumble it all over
That's
my
good.
breakfast and
It's very
then
fatty.
see if anybody else wants some.
Oh yeah, put that over my fruit here. I bet it's great.
I crumble some.
I'm getting our calcium.
Okay.
Well, we've
So
got a long road ahead of us.
meet up, have food. Get ready to
Do we
head out.
see the other people at all?
You do not.
I suppose we'll see them when we get there.
All right. So you got all your shopping done. Ready to head out. You're full of bacon and cheese, and stick buns.
I think so. I think Aja's ready.
All right. So the tavern keep thanks Sheila for her performance the day before, and you all head out of Innerlith, heading north on the Golden Road. There are more.
There isn't any chance of a carriage service, is there?
It'll be slightly faster, but I mean you can. This is a much more popular road.
It would only be slightly faster.
I mean,
and
yeah,
more boringer.
it's totally possible if you want to.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
I have a little bit of money I could help pay for a
well,
ride. Get us there a little quicker.
sure.
We could use the exercise ahead of tournament.
Yes, but are we going to make it there in time is the thing I'd like to know.
Well, you can run along beside.
You're taking. Are you taking a a cart all the way to Shamp, or are you taking it to the next town up?
How about
what
the
kind of-
next town?
What kind of carts do they have available?
Well, the shorter distance carts, less luxurious. The larger distance carts are more like Bardos because they have to prepare for a long journey. Covered wagons and whatnot.
Well, we don't. It's not like we have a ton of gear, but we just need something that's quick and will carry all of us.
The shorter ones are likely to be cheaper as well.
It is it's 7 silver for the next town over. And it is a gold if you want to go all the way to Shamp.
What do you folks think? I can pay. Should we
It's
just
per
go ahead and
person,
get
too.
all the way to Ship?
Oh, gold per person.
1 gold per person. I can do that.
Sure. Let's go.
All
All
right.
right.
And there's how many of us here? 5, 6. 1, 2. I'm counting. 1,
5.
2, 3, 5. All right. Yes, sir. Please. I would like 5 in a cart to Shamp.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to find a service. They deliver all the time, and since the tournament is right around the corner, this is a very popular route. If you want to pay an extra gold, you can have a private cart. Otherwise, you'll have to have other parties.
Per
sure. I'll pay
person
an extra gold per
or-
person or an extra
Yes.
gold for all of us?
An extra,
extra
gold per person.
We
All right. I'll do that.
we need private card. I mean,
Oh, why not?
right. Your money. Thank you. It's awfully kind.
I'm just doing the math here. 57. Okay. All right. I have subtracted it from my wallet.
Okay. So you managed to get a ride from Innerleth to Shamp. 2 gold per person, private cart, private Vardo. You have 2 bodyguards on this travel. And one driver, 4 horses to take you all the way there. But you do head out. Just looking for another. Up the Golden Road, through the Golden Plains. This is quite a bit more flat than the Shar Hills, Shar Plains. And there's a lot more water and rivers. But the journey is a little bit faster. If you like, you can walk along the side, but you can rest inside, and you get I guess I should ask, Do you want to go through encounters? I have some more planned, but if you just want to get straight to the tournament, we can do that. Just like a fast travel thing.
Yeah, encounters are fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah,
Encounters?
that'll keep us. Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
keep us
Okay, okay.
fresh and easy for the
Just making sure.
tournament.
Alright, so, you are traveling up. You are passing a few of the people. There's a lot of people on foot, some people on carts, trading goods, traveling around. It seems like the traffic is more heading north, so you're going with the flow rather than against it.
Go with the flow.
You're not traveling like alongside people. You kind of pass people, or some people pass you on horseback, where they're racing to get to the next destination. But one of the as you're going, you manage to catch up to another Vardo. This one is much more intricately designed. It's a lot more colorful. It seems to accentuate like catching the eye rather than just traveling from point A to point B. This one looks like it's more to be lived in rather than strictly travel.
Hmm.
You notice that everyone kind of sees it as you're coming up on it, but it's more of an elven design. There are a lot of arches and woodwork that seems to be more or dictate more elegance. It just seems like it wants to catch your eye, and it seems to do so.
That is lovely.
And as it's traveling a little bit slower than yours, but as you slowly pass by, you see a very friendly, short individual on the front. They have a single old horse pulling the cart. But when you pass by, this looks to be a male halfling, sees you and he is holding a lute, kind of plucking it with one hand, holding the reins with the other, and he sees you, and he waves with his reins hand as you go on by.
I wave back and smile.
He, with your wave, he strums his lute. He says, "Hello? Are you going to, are you coming from Inalith? Where are you headed?"
We're headed to the tournament. Who isn't?
"Oh, we? Tournament? What tournament are you talking about?"
Surely you must know.
"Oh no, we are just travelers. We are going to Urbantar."
Oh. We go to compete in a tournament.
The driver of your cart notices that you have struck up a conversation and kind of slows to meet the pace of his partner. "What kind of tournament is it?"
I'm not entirely sure, but everybody seems to be talking about it.
I have only heard a few things about this place. We are not from around here. Are you? Are you from around here? Are you coming back to this area?
No.
Do you know much about this place?
We don't know a little bit what we've been told.
Yes. Don't know. Don't know much.
We are just traveling. We are from Caleb. All the way to the east.
What is it like there?
Oh, it's not as green as here. So many trees. I love it. My sister, she prefers the desert. Too much water around here.
Are all these trees why you have such a lovely cart?
These, this is not from, the cart is not made from the wood from around here. It is made from wood from underground.
Underground? I didn't know what trees you grow underground.
Roots.
Oh, they are very special. They don't quite look like these trees. These ones have too many green leaves on them. It's beautiful, but we're not quite used to it.
Trees without leaves?
Yeah?
You mean roots? You mean the roots of the tree that is underground?
Oh no. They grow in
Oh.
caves.
Oh my goodness, like mushrooms?
Is that what you call them?
Well, mushrooms grow in caves. I never knew you could make wood out of them.
Oh,
It
they are
sounds
very big.
Amazing.
Some
Are
are
they
bigger than
colorful?
the trees I see in these forests.
Are they colorful?
They can be, though those ones can be dangerous. You should stay away from
Mm.
them.
Good to know. It would be nice to see, though.
Maybe.
After you're, or while you're having your conversation with this person, you hear a heavy pounding coming from behind this halfling, as if somebody is pounding on the wood from inside the Vardo. Oh, sorry. It seems my sister needs assistance. But it is nice talking to you, and he'll like start like pulling on the reins to slow the horse and get
Nice
it
to meet you.
off to the side.
And I kind of trail off and see if he tells me his name.
Oh, nice to meet you too. He doesn't understand the you're trying to get his name. But he will pull off to the side, stop the Vardo, and as you pull away from him, you see him like jump down off the front and run around to the back, get into the back. And your cart continues to pull away as you head up further north along the Golden Road.
Is there a reason why this is called the Golden Road? Like, is it actually made out of gold, or?
Are you asking a driver? The driver or bodyguard? Okay.
Yeah.
say that because there's quite a bit of money to be made. There's a lot of travel. In our lift, they get a lot of port stuff coming in, shipments, and this road is just a good traveling road. From one port to the next. Or
That's
Patar,
awfully-
Arbar, and then the Chondath region. Muslim. Half.
I was kind of hoping there was like, I don't know, like actual gold buried under the road, or like, you know, highwaymen and they make lots of money on the road. And...
Well, they did have said that there was gold in them there hills, but that's
Oh,
been anyone who's ever tried looking has come up empty-handed since then. So that's just a rumor now.
oh, I see. You know, maybe they didn't dig far enough, or maybe it's conspiracy and that, you know, they're actually keeping all of the gold for themselves.
Well, you are free to go and look if you like.
Maybe I will, but not right now.
All right. Well,
Thank you for this information.
let's keep going then.
Yes. We do meet the strangest people along the road, but they're very interesting.
Agawater?
There's all sorts of people along this road. It's very good to see where people are coming from, their stories.
Yes. Fascinating.
It just reminds me of when I was bringing this other people up here. He starts to go on this tangent. It's like ramblings of an old man. A story that doesn't really accomplish anything except for just to be told. He starts telling you about something and then gets sidetracked. And he goes back to the original story, but forgets where he was, and so he has to start over, and then goes on a different tangent. And I want everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Aja is like fascinated by this and just keeps like asking him follow-up questions so that he keeps.
So you're just making it worse for everyone else.
Yeah. So I'm just
What am
like,
I
he's
rolling?
like, so then when I was a child, so how old were you? Like, oh, and what was your family like?
Oh.
A con save.
And
Except Aja's seems to be very interested.
and then what did you do, sir?
Ashe is like, it's trying her hardest to pay attention, but it seems this man's talking about his life story that Aja just keeps goading on. Is making her very tired, and she passes out boredom. But that just makes your trip longer or shorter. Sorry. So you make it the rest of the way to Patar, the next town up. This is a trade city, so it's on the Golden Road. It's in between two ports. It's a bit larger than Innerlith. It's actually even larger than Thaymarsh. Since Thaymarsh was kind of split between two towns, it kind of split its population and had to be a little bit smaller in each one. But since Patar is on this Golden Road, this trade route, it gets all the commerce coming in and out. So it's significantly larger.
god.
So this is the first town up. It's been 1 week since you left, Interlith. I'm not sure if you're keeping track of rations, if you're making the
Yeah, I better
I'm
refill.
eating elk
cleric
meat.
food. But
Sharing elk
it's
meat.
What else, Pete? I
it's
thought
been
you did
7
it all
days
in
of
one day.
rations.
Didn't. I still have like 100 pounds or whatever.
Oh, that's
You
right.
got like
that thing.
190 pounds.
Yeah, I had enough food for 95 days.
All right, fine.
So how many days has it been since we between towns?
It's been a week, so 7 days. 7 days of
Okay.
rations. And that depends on if you're
I better
sharing with
buy more.
others as well.
I'll just put 80. Yeah, I'm sure some people would eat some.
Oh yeah, I've been eating.
Been sneaking the elk meat.
Yeah.
In this time, Aja, have you been hunting at all, or looking for wood, or doing
Yes.
your ranger
Looking for wood and carving more little animals. And maybe I can sell them here.
thing? Make a survival. Actually, make 2 survivals, I guess. It's not really with advantage, it's just like you did it twice on your. Aja?
Hold on.
Okay.
So it's 2 survivals.
Yes.
Okay. The 1 and the 2.
Damn. Alright.
I carved so many animals. No bears. Oh, but a bunch of raccoons. There's like a lot of raccoons.
Are these for pelts, or are you gathering animals?
No. These are like wooden figures.
Oh, you're crafting.
I can craft
okay.
a small wooden figurine. The DC is 10.
I thought you were going out
And I think in some of
killing
them I would carve an intricate pattern in wood. So I would do like, that's a DC of 15 to carve the figurines and then to, you know, add some patterns. So some of them are just like, they look like actual animals, and others are like fancy animals with like cool designs and tribal markings and stuff on them.
Okay, yeah.
Raccoon with a top hat.
With that roll, the first one, to sell whatever items you wanted, you get 13 gold for.
Nice.
Since you rolled it very well. And then the second roll, you'll get 85 silver for the other.
13 gold.
Is
And then
anyone
how much
else?
silver?
85. Is anyone else doing anything on the Golden Road to like pass the time, practice things? Or not?
I'm
Maybe
coming up with a new hit single.
Okay, yeah.
look for like some herbs and stuff.
Just in general, is it for food or
For-
burning?
Or like healing things.
Healing poultices. Aloe
Okay.
vera.
I'll have you roll either survival or nature.
Uh, 18.
Along this trip, you managed to get enough herbs for like a quick patch. And if you make a medicine check, to try and stabilize someone. Roll 1 with advantage. So, like, if someone is bleeding out, and you make a medicine check, you have advantage for stable.
Okay.
So the driver understands that this is a quick trip to Champ, trying to get there quickly, but also there are stops along the way. So if you want to get out and explore the town or do a little bit of shopping, you can, but you just gotta know that the same day you're gonna head out to the next place. So if there's anything you want to do in Orbitar, you can. Otherwise, we'll continue north towards Arabar.
I don't have any business here. I'll stop and I'll buy some rations, I guess. I'll buy another 7 days worth of rations.
Okay.
They're how much?
They 5 silver per day.
Okay. I'll just buy 10 days.
Okay. Each ration is 2 pounds as well. Each day's ration is 2 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. If no one else has anything else to do, we can continue north. But since it is 10 o'clock, we can end it there and have you arrive in Champ next time.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay. Finally, that was a long trip.
Indeed.
Being rested and ready to take on whoever and whatever. Yeah.